Hello everyone, welcome along to another stream. So today, as always, Tuesday 7 PM UK time, is the Schumi at Ferrari career mode. And as you can see by the title of this stream, it is a wet race. We have got full rain forecast. I'll show you all the details and the forecast and everything you need to see in just a moment. And we need to win it. We need to win it. There's only 3 more races left. Is it 3 or 4? One of them, we'll check again in a minute, left of the season. And we need to win it to keep our realistic championship hopes alive. Again, we'll look at the standings in a minute. But first of all, let's say hello to you lovely lot. Hey Callum, hey Carol, hey Bailey and all the mods. Thanks for joining, guys, and Fanatec. Hey Joel, hey Ryan, hey Robert, hey 23 Dooth, hey Tim, hey Jackers, hey Callum, hey Christina, hey Tim. I might have said hello to Tim twice, maybe. Hey Ryan, hey Roos, hey Ferren, hey AMK_F1, hey Awin, hey Ed Rudra, hey Michael, hey the Citron. Hey SS Legend. Hey Speed and Power. Hey Kingsley. Oh god, there's too many. Hey Theo. Hey Jasper. Hey Christina. Hey hi, how are you? that's just yeah, I think we should end it on that, don't you? Someone called hi, how are you? I mean that's just peak. Anyway guys then, so let's get into this one. As you can see, before I get into that actually, as you can see behind me here, in fact, I'll give you a little glimpse. I am moving house this week, as you can see, and an even bigger little... Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. If I move this way, maybe you will. Look at that. Look at that. That is also ready and raring to go for when we move. I'm not going to say any more than that for now, but moving this Friday. So packing is going at a pace, shall we say. So lots and lots going on. But hey, no streams are going to be missed. We're going to be doing, obviously, live today and next Tuesday. My internet should all be up and running by next Tuesday, so don't worry. Right, let's get into it then, shall we? Now I've readjusted my webcam. That was a mistake. So what should we look at first? Well, let's look at the championship standings first. There they are. We are on 307 points, but Lewis Hamilton is on 322 points, 15 points in the lead. So if he wins this race and we get second, we lose another 7 points, assuming neither of us has fastest lap, and that's 22 points. That's a big gap as we get towards the end of this season. That's our previous results. We do indeed only have 3 races left of this season. So to be 22 points back, we're only 2 races left to go. It's unlikely we're going to be able to win it. However, if we win the race, and then we only have 8 points gap to him, the last 2 races to go, it is absolutely all to play for. So we do need to win this one. We need to win this one. We've had some good form this season. Lots of podiums, as you can see across the board there. Our teammate, yeah, I mean... I'm not going to blame him for only being second in the Constructors' Championship, but I mean, he has still got just over a third of my points, so take that as you will. Still using our fairly new engine, 14% wear, 15% wear, 12% wear. It's totally fine for engine wear this season. In terms of upgrades, so we actually had no upgrades for this race, but neither has anybody else. There was a very short gap between COTA and Mexico, so no upgrades for anyone. So all is kind of even in that respect. We've got 2 upgrades in the pipeline though. A chassis weight reduction, which is this one here. No, sorry, weight redistribution. I can say it. Will be on the car for the next race. So should this one. This one should also be on the car for the next race. Emphasis on the should. Because you can see it failed previously, so we weren't able to have it, but then we've reserved it, so we've got 2 major updates coming for the next race. So although at the moment we are still in the second fastest car, with 2 major updates and with a big rule change, all these orange ones here are ones that will not work next season, but obviously we don't care, this is our last season. Hopefully Mercedes will start doing the rule changes and we won't, so hopefully we can have the best car from the next race, but for now it is as it was last time out. Nothing much else to show you really. 110 AI as always, all assists off, etc. Safety car on, strict corner cutting, and as I said, we are forecast for a full wet race. It's not going to stop raining. Light rain the whole time. It should be inters, looking at that forecast, the whole race. Dry qualifying though, completely bone dry. So we've gone for a slightly higher downforce setup. Should we get into some racing now? Enough waffle. Enough waffle. Now, expectations for qualifying. Put in chat right now just the number of the position you think I'm going to qualify in. Put it in chat right now. So this little widget I've made looks at the last 60 seconds of chat and tells us the top 5 most used words within the chat. Remember, no P. P5. Kyron's come straight in with P5. No P, otherwise it won't count. Just the number. Where do you think we're going to qualify today? I would say, as it's a wet race, even though we've got a wet setup, I would like to be top 5, but qualifying has been very much our Achilles heel recently. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But right, I think we just get straight out on track. No messing about. What are we saying? 3, 7, 4, 2, 5. Okay, so you guys are all saying top 7 then. Top 7 or top 5, really. Okay, well, I'll do my best for you guys. That's all I can say. Let's wait for one more refresh as we're coming out the pits anyway. Did it refresh? Oh, there it is. 7, 4, 3, 2, 20.5. That's it. Yep, I knew that was a mod abuse. Abusing the fact that they haven't got a slow mode, honestly. Right. So, you guys are thinking top 7, ideally top 5. I agree. Well, maybe that's because I said top 5. But I do want top 5. I think that's important. I think we can go from there if it's top 5. If we end up outside of top 10 again in the rain, even though we've got a wet setup and a good car, there's no DRS. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be very tricky. This track, of course, very easy to get corner cuts. Mind you, I say that every week, don't I? And I always do get a penalty, it seems. Hopefully the wet weather might save us from that. It may well save us from that. This car has got awesome grip, by the way. It feels really good around this track. Really, really good. We would never abuse slow mode. No, you abuse the lack of slow mode, Sanuk. Don't you get me on a technicality. Right, the tyre wear is actually quite high on this track, so I need to be a little bit careful on this outlap. Only 1% worn so far, but this section really can wear the tyres if you start sliding around. I didn't actually show you the setup. I'll show you when we come back to the pits, but it is basically just a slightly higher downforce setup to what I normally run and made it slightly more stable in anticipation of the wet weather as well. So we've gone up, I think, about 2 clicks higher downforce. Right, let's get the engine dialed up to 11 then. Let's get on this first lap. Already not the best of starts to the lap, but not too bad either. So, as always, this first one is a banker lap. We are slow in a straight line. We're not going to be as quick as some other people because of our wings, but it should make us a bit quicker in the middle sector. Let's try and get a banker lap in so we can be hopefully inside the top 10. Just with our banker lap alone, hit that curve a bit weird, bit wrong. And that one. And I went wide of that one. Right, I mean, it's not been the best start to the lap. We'll stay on it for now, but that is not a great start to the lap. I will say, a little bit deep there, I was just about to say, I will say, I'm running a brand new engine. In practice, I was running a very worn engine. In fact, that engine is now retired. I can't even use it anymore. It's over 90% worn, so I'm not going to be used to the straight line speed. We should be able to do 2 hot laps though, luckily. But let's just try and get this one in as a baseline, even though it's not going to be a great lap. So much grip for you. That should be easily flat when we've got a bit more confidence. I took a very small lift there, just to be sure. 15.0 from Giovinazzi. A little bit deep again. The engine power catching out very slightly. Bit deep in there as well. Not too bad, but a bit too deep. Not a bad end to the lap. The first couple of corners were a bit bodged. We should hopefully be able to do another lap. We do indeed go fastest. Ahead of Albon. 13.3. That is more like it. Normally on those banker laps, if you've watched these streams before, we're like 18th. I will probably box this lap with that in mind, but I'm going to stay on it for now. Okay, it was still an improvement. 10th and a bit. 10th and a bit. We're still in P1 for now, but it's only Gasly behind us, so I don't think we'll be beating Mercedes with that lap. Bit deep in there. Delayed the throttle application. 0.3 up though. Not a huge surprise given that. Oh, that's a disallow, but we were boxing this lap anyway. It's a bit slidey for you. If you get it sliding, you overheat the rears and it just keeps on sliding. Actually, the rears aren't hot, but it does just keep on sliding. We actually did a purple sector, but it's very illegal. I suspect we are going to be quickest through that middle sector though, because we've probably got a lot more wing on than other people. We are now P2. Ricardo's outqualified us. I will say though, Ricardo's normally pretty quick. Verstappen's also outqualified us. We are going to be boxing this lap. Well, I tell you what, we're ahead of Stroll. That was an actual banker lap. Like I said, normally our banker laps lead to like P18. That banker lap, if we don't improve, will probably still be top 10 at least. That's a good sign for our quali pace. That is a great sign for our quali pace. I need to go shopping before the race start. We'll be quick. Run to the shops now. We only have about another, what, 10 or 15 minutes, I would say. Maybe 15. Stroll P4 the GOAT. Do you play against other YouTubers like Arava? No, not at the moment. I have done, and I would do, but not as a matter of course at the moment. Wow, the new tires are 2 cents quicker. But I will be doing in the new game. There is, of course, co-op career, 2-player career. I will be doing it then. I'm not going to tell you with who, but there will be someone very exciting that I will be playing with for that. So, 5 kilos of fuel. We're going to take up a bit of fuel. So I have done 5.9 wings, so a bit higher than normal. The rest is pretty standard stuff. I have lowered the rear suspension and rear anti-roll bars slightly just to make it a bit more stable, ready for those wet conditions. Right then, so let's just get straight back out there, I think. Actually, let's quickly look at the standings. We're only 3/10 away from pole. Where's the Mercedes? Mercedes have not set a lap yet, neither is our teammate. So that is not a good indicator for now. But we're only 3/10 off what is currently pole. Mercedes, I expect, will go a few tenths quicker than that again. But I will say again, Ricciardo is normally in amongst them. If we can find the 3 or 4 tenths, which we should be able to do, we could probably be top 5 easily. We just got to go out there now, find a couple of tenths. I'll go for 3 tenths gain on this run. We should be able to do that. And the last run, we'll just full send and see if we can get pole. I think we are actually in contention for pole this race. Bottas has only put it P5. There's Bottas. Look, just finished his lap. He's only put it P5. Interesting. Did anyone see the 2022 car photos? Yeah, I saw those photos. I did think it looked good. It's hard to tell from just a couple of photos, but I thought it looked good. I think they'll be good looking cars. More than anything though, I hope that they can follow a lot closer. Can the head-up display be moved on F1 2021 game as was possible in 2020? Yes, absolutely. Just take a look at one of Ara's video for that. For 2021, that he's moved the bottom right kind of gear shift indicator and stuff. No, sorry, he's moved it to the right. It's in the middle, of course, on 2021, and he's moved it to the right. So you absolutely can move the head-up display still. On-screen display, I think, is probably a more appropriate term. What's 30% worn? Control electronics, that doesn't really matter. It's Perez. He might be on a hot lap. We'll let him go just in case. He was not on a hot lap. He just let us go immediately. Well, there's 2 cars behind me now. If I just block someone else. Hamilton, whoops. I invalidate that lap time, doesn't matter. I'm blocking Hamilton, but he was already blocked, to be honest. This was never going to be a competitive lap from Hamilton, so I just stayed in the way. It didn't matter. Is he going to overtake us now? Hopefully not. No, he's backing off. Right. Come on then, let's try and improve this lap. Don't worry, Hamilton will get another lap in later. But let's try and improve this lap best we can. Almost went wide. I just left a little bit on the exit because I was worried about going off track and disallowing this lap. We're almost 2 tenths up though. That's more like it. Brake quite early, too early. End up on the curb. You don't want to be on that curb. We just lost a fair chunk of time there. Going to gain a bit of it back on this exit, but not all of it. 2 tenths. We're going to be about 3 tenths come the next corner. Bit too slow for there. I just took it a bit easy. I wanted to make sure I got this lap in. Bit of oversteer there. No, it's disallowed it. Disallowed it. That was 3 tenths up as well. Purple in the middle sector once again. Oh, horribly deep there. Yeah, not a good line through there either. Right. But it's all to do on the final lap then. I ain't enough fuel to do another run, so it's all to do on the final lap, chat. Now Hamilton's behind us. Obviously, he will be able to improve his lap. They all go out quite uniform at the end, so don't worry about that. Hamilton will improve his lap and probably will beat us. But as you saw, Bottas, though, with a clear run, only put it, what was he, P6? We've got 3 tenths to find. That could be enough for pole. Cockpit cam on the cooldown lap. Well, there wasn't a cooldown lap, but I would have done. Remember to use the stream deck just in case. Oh yes, of course, I've got these buttons, haven't I?
That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation.
I'm going to admit something to you, it's a bit embarrassing now. This stream deck, right? This lovely stream deck XL that I've got here. Beautiful. It stopped working. For about a week. I've been like, oh, why isn't it working? And because I've been moving house, I was like, oh, I'll figure it out later. And I finally had time to figure it out today. Well, I made time to figure it out today. And I was like, I can't get it working. I was really worried it's broken. All I did was turn the brightness down. I will say, in my defense, look, here's my stream deck, right? We're waiting, by the way. There's nothing to do at the moment. We can't go back out. Here's the stream deck, right? I've put brightness things on the home screen, right? It doesn't matter that you can't see the buttons. If I keep pressing that, it goes completely off. Why does it go completely off? Because then also, if I unplug that and unplug it back in, it will still be off. It looks broken. This is what I was like, why isn't it working? Why is it off? There's no indication that you just turn the brightness down. They should fix that. It's such an easy mistake to make. Anyway, one of these buttons is the brightness button. It's that one. See, now if I just keep pressing the brightness button again, it comes back on. So simple, but how was I supposed to know? It was just, the screen was just off. Anyway, look. I promise I'm not completely stupid, but I will admit that was pretty stupid. Right, so where are we? We're actually P4 at the moment. Charles, by the way, P2, only 200ths off pole. We've already got the purple middle sector, but we can improve it. I think on this final lap, we don't go full send. We can quite easily find 3/10. Assuming that Hamilton will put a lap in, presuming Bottas will be to improve, will probably be 6th or 7th if we don't improve. I think we need to improve this lap. I think we don't go full send on the final lap. We just give it a little bit. Give it a little tiny bit of leeway. Look how much time we're losing in the first sector, by the way. 4/10 to Ricciardo. But we know we can make up, well, we also had a bad first sector. We know we can make up a couple of tenths from that. And we know we can do another couple of tenths in the middle sector. Final sector, I imagine we can probably improve a bit as well. So, we're not gonna go full send on this last lap. We don't need to. We don't need to. We've got easy 3/10 to find. We can easily find 3/10. Some people out on track right now. Latifi, Ricciardo's actually back out on track. Is he going to improve his lap? Should we watch him? I never know what button it is. Oh, it's that button. Oh God, how do I? Buttons. There we go. Right, I think this is a hot lap. Let's go on board then with Daniel Ricciardo for a hot lap. No, that's not a hot lap, is it? So we've just done a hot lap. Is that right? Yes, indeed. Oh no, it says flying lap. Why was he so slow for the first sector? That's not a flying lap, is it? Into the rev limiter as well. This isn't a flying lap. This is an in lap, I'm pretty sure. If this is a flying lap, I don't know how the hell he's P1. 27.5 first sector. Yeah, 3/10 off his best in the first sector alone, so look how much leeway they give to the curbs. Well, we've actually got some qualifying pace today, chat, for the first time in quite a few races. How about cockpit on a quali lap? No. I won't be as fast, I'm not used to it. I'll do cockpit cam on the out lap, Tozer, how about that? I'm 15 points behind, I need to catch up. That's absolutely right, AMK, thank you. Any tips for using no ABS? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously just switch it off. It's one of those things that's either on or off, isn't it? So just switch it off. And when you're high speed, the less downforce you've got, the less grip you've got. Right? Sounds stupid, but so smash the brakes at high speed. You can apply 100% brakes at high speed. By the way, he did complete that lap. You can smash the brakes at high speed. 27.0. That was a hot lap. That was slow. We can definitely beat that. Smash the brakes at high speed, and then after that is all about judgment and experience of knowing when to feather off as you know you're going to lock up. Because obviously if you stayed full brakes, you will just lock up. Also factor in the fact you might be turning. As soon as you start turning, you're going to unload the inside tyre, and it's a lot easier to lock up that inside tyre. So be cautious when you're doing that. But honestly, it's just experience. You just have to. It's one of those. You just have to switch it off and just get practicing, honestly. Right, how long do we need? We always leave this far too late. So do 1 minute 12, 1 minute 13 lap. So we need 1 minute 30 to get round to be safe, plus an extra 20 seconds to pit. 1 minute 50 to be safe. We'll leave it 2 minutes. Remember last time, though, we got trapped in the pits. If you didn't see the last stream, guys, Leclerc did what Ricciardo and Latifi's doing. So you'll see Ricciardo come past now. So he's now coming into the pits, quite out of sync. My teammate did that. He pulled in front of me, and then I couldn't leave the garage to get my last hot lap in. I missed it because my teammate was blocking me. Unbelievable. That's not going to happen today because Charles is in the pits waiting for a final lap. Right, it's been a lot of waffle this stream. Let's stop waffling and let's get out on track. We've still got another minute or so to wait, but I'm pretty pumped for this one. We've got the pace. Mercedes at the moment have not, but remember Hamilton was heavily blocked. Let's have a look at his first two sectors. 27.6, so 2/10 quicker than Valtteri. 27.6 and then 27.2. 2/10 slower than Valtteri. Okay, And then last sector was obviously horribly slow. 19.6. He vouched in 18.6. So Hamilton's easily got a second in the bag, if not a bit more. So I think Hamilton will out-qualify us if we don't improve our lap. Do you think I should turn traction control off? Honestly, do what you enjoy. I think it's more fun and more engaging without traction control, but also I don't play on a pad. If you play on a pad, it's probably more fun to use traction control, honestly, unless you really want to get into, you know, proper, almost like sim level. Need to make sure we're ready to go out the garage when the time comes. Hopefully some other cars are going out to the track. Nobody's out yet. Are we going to be in traffic? I hope not. I would say up to you on whether you want to turn off traction control. Completely up to you. It's not one of those things that you should turn off. ABS you should turn off because you are slow with ABS. Traction control, you're slow in some situations, faster in others. Turn it down as much as you can at least, I would say. Right.
There's 2 minutes remaining.
We are going to go out on 2 minutes just to be safe, but it's going to be quite early. Thoughts on the French GP? Well, I do a stream. Top 5 talking points for the French GP, which is still on my channel. So do feel free to go and give that a watch. Although I understand not a lot of people want to watch a live stream back, but I mean, maybe join next time for the race this weekend at 6 PM this Sunday. I'm going to be doing a stream. Hopefully, as I'm moving house on Friday, that may not end up happening, but it should happen. Right, we are the last car out on track, and we've got loads and loads of time to get round to start our lap. Now, where is our teammate? Okay, our teammate's got Mercedes in front of him. That's important. He won't get traffic. And the Mercedes has got a massive gap in front of him to a Haas, which, yes, will be slower, but he shouldn't catch the Haas. So, everybody's going to get cleared out. The other Mercedes also got a big gap in front of him. All the main contenders are going to get a clean lap. Let's hope Charles can improve his time, see if he can sneak pole. And let's hope even more than that we can sneak pole ourselves. Right, actually, we need to be burning some fuel here. We've got too much fuel on board. Don't go too slow on the outlet though. We should have plenty of time, but don't want to crawl around too much. Give the curbs a wide berth, as for some reason they seem to wear the tyres a little bit more, I think. That's based purely on practice programs. Right, there we go then. Again, I'm not going to go full send on this. Not going to go full send. We don't need to. I want to find 3/10, and we can find 3/10 without going full send. 18 seconds left. Plenty of time. Right. There we go then. Come on. Let's find some time here. We've got some time easily in hand. We're P4 at the moment. It's going to be a wet race though. I would like pole, but I'm not going to go hell for leather for pole. Let's just improve our time. Come on. Not a great line through there. Yeah, I mean, we could have gone almost 2/10 faster. Ricardo's at a 12.9. He's improved his time. Bit deep in there. It's not been a great lap. I think I'm taking it too easy. Barely up. All right, there you go. Okay, we just found a lot of time there. Again, given all the curbs, quite a wide berth, really. Oh, big lift. Didn't want to take the lift, but I had to. 2/10. It's not bad. Valtteri has put it on pole. Hamilton's actually behind us. We're still purple in the middle. Oh, deep. I didn't want to hit the inside curb. Far from my finest lap, but we find 2/10, and I told you we need to get that lap in. Back up to P5. We were down to P7 briefly there. It was so easy to go off track in the middle sector. We had 2/10 left on the table in the first sector. We didn't manage to do it, but hey, look, we said top 5. I said top 5. You guys said top 5. We got top 5. Charles doesn't take pole by a small margin. Bottas is on pole, but Hamilton, our main championship rival, let's not forget, pretty much our only championship rival, behind us. That is crucial. He's in P8. We're in P5. That is huge. That is huge. I was expecting Hamilton to be up there. Now, this is about gaining as many points as we can on him. Even if we don't win, remember it's a wet race. Anything can happen. Doesn't matter if we win or not anymore. We just have to beat Hamilton. Ideally, by a few places. And if we can win, that's even better. But Hamilton started P8. That is crucial. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. 13-0 from us. We had 2 tenths in hand in the first sector alone. We could have put it on pole then. If we got a good lap together and sent it a bit more, we probably could have got pole. But honestly, I wanted to make sure I was P5 there. 2 positions could be crucial. Remember, it is wet. 2 positions could be crucial. I forgot to do cockpit cam on the outlap. Sorry, I was too busy waffling and getting ready for my lap. Right. Need a good start here. There's a long run down to the first turn. We've got high downforce on, which means we're going to not be quick in a straight line, but hopefully it means we're quick in the wet. But although the AI are normally very good in the wet, they are inherently traction control. They are a computer. They can adjust their throttle position 1,000 times a second. I cannot. Just to remind you, here's the standings. We're 15 points back at the moment to Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen, he's nowhere. He's over 50 points back. After this race, it will almost certainly be a mathematical 2-horse race. It's all about me and Hamilton. It's all that matters. And he's starting behind us. Come on. Toes, I'm not sure about cockpit cam on a race lap. I wouldn't mind it on a lap, it didn't matter. There you go, confirmation. We are starting in wet conditions. It is going to be intermediates. Let's see if anyone's got a penalty. Did anyone get a penalty in this race? We should be P5 if there was no penalties. No penalties in the top 2. Should be Ricardo 3rd. Can't remember who was 4th. We're 4th. Somebody got a penalty. We're up 1 on the grid. Up to P4. Hamilton's also up a position, but who was it that got a penalty then? Got a big... Max Verstappen got a 10-place grid penalty. Pretty much guaranteeing that he's out, mathematically out of the... Albon also got a 10-place. Look at all these 10-place grid penalties. Wow. Well, that's given us a free position. We're now P4 on the grid. Just 3 people in front of us. It's saying a 2-stop on Inters. Wowzers. A 2-stop on Inters. Let's take a lot of fuel out. We're not going to need fuel. I'm going to take a lap of fuel out. 2-stop. Seriously. Wow. Surely we can make that into a 1-stop. Can we go to lap 18? Well, you can see why they didn't want to make it into a 1-stop. You can see why. Why can't we delete this? It won't let us delete this stint, annoyingly. But look, you can see we could do a 1-stop. But that involves me looking after the rears. So I think we stick with what that's saying. 12, 12, 12. I mean, obviously we're not going to do a 3-stop. That'd be insane. It's 16 seconds slower. We might stretch that to a 1-stop, though. The rain, it's not forecast to dry up. It's not forecast to get wetter. That shouldn't play a part, but we'll keep an eye on that throughout the race. We're going to stick with that for now, but if our rears are holding up, it's always the rears because obviously it's all about me. It's about traction, you know, how much wheel spin I get out of the corners. Very easy to do in the wets. If our tyres are looking alright, we might stretch it to a 1-stop. We'll see. I'll ask you guys, as always. You guys are my race engineer. I'll use the little most used chat widget, and I'll ask you guys what I should do: 1-stop, 2-stop, box or not throughout the race. Though for now, it doesn't matter. We're starting on the intermediates. We'll decide that bit later on. I'll try and look after the tyres a little bit, but I also quite want to get into the lead of this race as soon as I can. So let's get into this one then. Starting directly behind our teammate, and he's trying to get a nice clean start here. Turn up the diff as well if I can. Got quite fortunate there with a very long hold. Oh God, almost a full spin there. Almost a full spin. That was close. We're going to be slow here. We're going to get blocked in. That was a bit of a mistake on the start there. Oh, he just got it stopped for hitting our teammate. Only just. It's going to allow us to stay in P4 though. It's going to allow us to stay in P4. I've now got a notification off my screen, which I'm actually going to quickly close. You guys can't see it, but I can. It's very annoying. We're not going to be able to get this. Look, we're just so slow to straight. Look how much they're putting on us. Go on, Charles. Get past Ricardo. Go on. No, he backed out of it. Right, let's try and get the cut back on him now. Whoa, we got hit. We got hit from behind. Someone just sent up our inside. We're lucky. Oh, he's still sending it on us. Give him a bit of room this time. Didn't know he was there the first time. Let's watch the replay of that one. What happened there? Buttons. What's the buttons? There we go. Look, he's not really near us, but because we tried to take the alternative line and get the cut back, I thought, well, great. I'll stick my nose in there. Look at that. He's completely off the track. Obviously, in real life, he'd have backed out way before that. But let's look at on board then. So let's play this in real time. So we tried to get the cutback on our teammate here. Stupid mistake by the AlphaTauri. I presume it's Gasly. He's also then stayed up our inside. Oh, there was more contact. He's just damaged his wing as well. I mean, yeah. It is what it is. That's AI racing for you. But let's just continue now on our way. That's a shame. We probably could... Oh, God. We probably could have got past Charles there. Gasly's decided to stick one up our inside. Where's Hamilton? Not in the top 6. Let's just get settled in this race now, of course. I'm not used to the conditions that AI are. Again, just another inherent advantage of being AI. Wow, that's deep. Thought I braked early there, but I didn't. Just need to get used to these conditions now. We should have some good speed. We had the pace in qualifying, and we went for a wet setup. So we should surely have some good pace here. Let's just take our time to get settled into the race. Bottas still in P1. Got a bit of a gap now. Gasly box is behind us. That's his own fault. So Hamilton is now in... He's actually in P8. He lost some positions off the start. He's only down in P8, but... Let's ignore that for now. Let's just try and catch these cars ahead again. Bit deep there. Not a good line. Not a good line all the way through there. So tricky to get a consistent line there. But hey, no warning so far. And I've just jinxed it. No warning so far. We've got a bit of a gap in front and behind at the moment, but I don't really care about behind. What I really care about is in front. This is the same line we took. Oh, God, with Gasly up or inside. Right, come on. I think we have got the pace. The fact we're sticking with him, despite not being fully up to speed with the conditions, is a great sign. Nah, no, that's not the line. That is not the line. Just, again, still trying to find the wet lines here. We didn't lose too much there. Despite not having a great line through all of that section, we didn't really lose too much. Which is a great sign. I think we've got the pace here today to take the win. I know it's early days, but the fact that I'm not up to speed yet and I'm kind of sticking with him, I know this isn't Bottas. Surely I can find more and more pace as we get through this race in these conditions. We did a purple lap. There you go. Confirmation. Fastest lap of the race, despite not being up to speed yet. We have got the pace today. Come on. Let's make this happen. Hamilton still down in traffic. No DRS for him. He's going to be struggling. Let's make hay while the sun does not shine, as the famous saying goes. Oh, it's hard to get that turned in there. I want the win now. I know it's early days, but I want the win. We need to get past the guys ahead as quickly as we possibly can. Better first sector, not by a lot. Understatement. Gonna start to get some visibility issues though off the back of Charles.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Too much wheel spins. We don't want to be doing that because that's going to burn the tyres. Oh, that's deep. Don't want to get any warnings either. Got one there immediately. That's why I don't talk about them, because I always get them when I talk about them. No, we've done 2 in a row. That is harsh in the wet. You can barely see the lines. Now that's going to be a difficulty for us, because as we start to get close to Charles, it's going to take away some visibility and it's going to be very easy to get an off track. One more and we get a penalty. I always seem to get 2 in a row at the moment. A nightmare. But like I'm going to get a penalty now before the end, but we'll try and not. For now, let's just concentrate on Charles. Remember, we're not going to have good straight line speed. It's going to be all about in the corners. There's another fastest lap of the race. We've got some good pace here. Let's get Charles as quickly as we possibly can. But again, not going to be able to do it in a straight line. There's no way. But it does mean we've got overall good pace. Can we get on the exit of this one? Hello, hello. We've got in with half a chance now. Is he going to defend? Ease off the brakes there. Make it work. Make it happen. Up to P3 then. Ricciardo is next. Purple first sector in doing it. Up to P3. I've got good pace here. We need to make use of this. Again, Hamilton's still back in the pack. so easy to do. Okay, let's reset. Let's not get any more. That is plenty. We always get the penalties. Lap 4, we've already got a penalty. Just absolutely piling the pressure on ourselves. Not what we wanted, but let's just stick with Ricciardo for now. Make sure we don't get another one. We can probably overcome that. I think we've honestly got that pace that we can get past the Mercedes and put a 3-second gap. We made it difficult, but I think we can do it. Oh. I think we can do it, but we need to actually do it. Let's get past Ricciardo. Weather report.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
Okay, no foreseeable change in the conditions. Ricciardo seems to get a slightly better exit, does he? He stays on the curve a bit long. Don't think, can we dive bomb from here? I feel like we're a bit further back. Brakes pretty late. We couldn't brake much later than that. Let's try and get the cut back like we tried to on the first lap with Charles. Can we get the traction? Oh, barely. That was a bit of a send. Absolute full send that was.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Bit of braille overtaking as Martin Brundle says. But we get through. Pretty rude. But hey, we're looking for a championship here. We're not looking to make friends. Stroll's out. That is a VSC.
Safety car has been
VSC.
We need to keep a positive delta here.
Okay, let's have a look now at our tyres. Yeah, you see, look. Almost twice the wear on the rears as on the fronts. That is the issue. That's why I don't think I'll be able to make a one-stop work. But providing the AI also do a one-stop, it won't matter. We've got the pace.
Negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Got the pace. Come on. Go. 3 seconds then, I think, to Bottas, unless it changes in the VSC. We've got the move done just in the nick of time. Up to P2. Now let's hunt down Bottas and let's take the lead of this race and then try and see if we can't pull a 3-second gap.
Until the green flags.
I was very cautious there. We lost half a second, but I didn't want to get a penalty. Another one. Let's try and take it a bit easy on the tyres now. This is silly, by the way, how they end the VSC before the car's gone.
No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Bit of a weird little gameism, but it is what it is. Right. 3 seconds it is to Bottas. Look after the rears a bit more and try and catch him. Ricardo is all over us, but that shouldn't matter. I think we got the pace. No more penalties though, please. A little bit deep in there. Whoa. Bumps there, unsettled the rears a lot. Oh, it's because we weren't on overtake ERS. Bottas still 3 seconds away. Not a great middle sector for us there. Don't actually know which sector it is we're better at. It was the middle sector in qualifying, but that may well have changed now with the conditions. Let's get a Hamilton update in a second. You guys can keep an eye on that better than I can, because you can freely look at the mini-map, of course.
The track is dry.
Oh, rallying on the exit. That's not what we need. That's not what the tyres need, but it's hard to avoid it. Hamilton is still mired in that traffic. He absolutely is. He's 8th still. He's not made any progress. He's 8th. We're 2nd. Even if we don't win this race, we're looking to gain a really good chunk of points on him. Remember, we're currently 15 points behind. This is the... I don't know. There's 3 more races to go, including this one. 2 more after this one. I think we definitely gained through that. Definitely gained through that on Bottas. Now down to 2.4. Bit deep. Bit deep again. Come on. If I could win this race, that puts us in great stead for the championship. We probably will even take the lead in this race. And then we've got 2 more races to try and hold on to that lead. We need to make hay here while Hamilton is not having a good race. So tricky through here to not get a corner cut in the wet. Managed at that time though, down to 2.2 now. Ricciardo's up to 2.2. That is a purple sector. Fastest of anyone in that middle sector there. We've got the pace today. We've very much got the pace today. Don't forget, we don't need to not only get him, we also need to pull that 3-second gap. While also trying to look after our tyres. While also praying Hamilton stays roughly where he is. Purple lap, another one. With the fastest car on track. Let's ask for the Bottas's time.
Bottas ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 2.2 seconds. They're on old Inters. Their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 27.9. You're gaining by around 6/10 a lap.
6/10 on that last lap. If we can keep that up, we'll easily do it. But we are already, what, a quarter of the way through this race or so? Sometimes not quite that, but not far off that. We need to do the business here. We need to do the business. It's all well and good being the fastest car on track. We need to actually get the results that come with that. Gaining confidence through this sector. Still a bit worried about track limits, but gaining confidence in terms of how to be quick through here. Was right on the limit. That was a good middle sector again. Is that faster again? It is. Another purple middle sector. Will this be another fastest lap of the race as we really start to close in here on Bottas? Should be. Finally we can get the exit here. Oh. Do eventually get the exit. There you go. Another fast lap of the race into the 26s. Significantly faster than Bottas. Come on, let's go get him. Let's ask how much quicker that was. At the moment, Leclerc has been held up by Ricciardo.
6 seconds. They're on old Inters. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
Give me his lap time.
Was a 1:27.5. You're closing by 4/10 per lap.
Only 4/10. He also upped his pace that last lap then. Let's keep on him. Almost within a second. Come on, chat. Another 10th. Another 10th in that first sector. Always had a bit of a slide on the exit, but I've also gone a bit wide. Not a lot of grip out there. Now right on him. I don't think we're going to be able to do another fastest lap here. Oh, too much wheel spin. We don't want to be doing that. We need to be careful these rears, don't forget. I'll check the tyre wear in a minute. Reasonable, but not as good as before. Still a bit up. This could still be another fastest lap of the race. Of course, there is that point as well for fastest lap. We've used all of our ERS apparently. That won't be happening early in the race, so assuming the conditions do stay the same, the fastest lap will be towards the end as the cars will be a lot lighter. Okay, he felt like a bit quicker then. Did he just pick up his pace? Let's ask. We were only a 10th off our best, but we didn't really gain any. Okay, no, we did gain 3/10 still. Pulling away comfortably from Charles and Daniel Ricciardo. Even if we don't get Bottas, at the moment we're cementing P2. Even if the race ended now, with our penalty, we'd still get P2, which is great points. But when I've got this pace, I don't want to be settling for P2. I want to get this win. This will make the championship a lot more likely if we can get onto this win. If we only get P2, the championship's still entirely possible. We're right back in it, but there's still some work to do in the last 2 races. If we get the win here, it really puts us in a good position. Bit deep. Okay. I was going to I'll check the tyre wear down the next straight. Apologies, I do keep forgetting. These tyres do feel a little bit second hand now. Not going to lie. AI will be a lot better on rears than me. Again, they are inherently traction control. They're going to be better, a lot better, on tyres, rear tyres in a race that's as traction limited as this one is. 9/10 now, we're closing again. 45%. We've done a better job in the second part of this race. The first part of this race, we were doing a worse job on the rears. We're now not doing too bad a job on the rears. But they are still pretty second hand now. Now, is Bottas going to do a 1-stop or a 2-stop? That is the big question now. That is the big question that we need answering. Because if he does a 1-stop, we could be in trouble. If he does a 2-stop, I reckon we're alright. And we're not really going to know that until unless he boxes ahead of us. Oh god, we're not really going to know that. Almost got off track there. Avoided it. We are now in the dirty air though. Do we box this lap? Do we undercut here to not have to worry about an on-track overtake? It's going to be tricky with the dirty air, with the limited visibility. It is not going to be easy to get past Bottas. We're only 0.3 a lap quicker. It's not an excessive amount. No DRS, of course. I think for now we don't go for the undercut. For now we don't, I think. Undercut would potentially be boxing this lap. Bottas may not box the same lap as us anyway. We might get an accidental undercut. I don't know where we're going to come out. I don't really want to risk an undercut. So he's staying rich then. We are going to box this lap. I think we do box this lap. We're only a third of the way through this race. The tyres are already 50% worn. They'll be very worn if we try and do a one stop. I think we stick with our guns, go with a two stop and hope Bottas does the same. I'll ask you guys in just a second though. Bit deeper there. We got away with it. Down the next straight. Right, all I want you guys to tell me, how many stops should I do? Just put a number, a 1 or a 2. That's all I want, just the number. Number 1 or number 2. Number 1 for a 1 stop, so we try and stay out for another, what would it be? 6 laps. They're already 50% worn. There'd be 75, 80% worn, which is real puncture territory. Or we box this lap, go for a safe 2 stop, and then we can push. You guys are saying 1 stop. Risky business, risky business. I don't like the puncture risk of 1 stop. We'll be on somewhere around 75, 80% tyre wear. You run the risk of a puncture above 75%. This is close. Keep voting, guys. I'll let it refresh twice more. Okay, 2 stops winning out. I think that's the more sensible decision. I'll let it refresh once more. There you go. Okay, 2 stop comfortably wins in the end. Yeah, I'll be worried a bit there with the first few votes, but I feel like the 2 stop is the better shout. Right, we're right on Bottas now. Not got the grip to send it just there. Bit deep there, horribly deep there. This 2 stop doesn't mean we can attack. We can push. No matter what Bottas does, we can attack and push. That's deep. Dirty air not helping, of course. We lose time through there for sure with the dirty air. Minor engineer, I am indeed coming in this lap. Right. Come on, Bottas. Are you going to box? I imagine half the field will box this lap, half the field will box next lap, but some of them may still go for a 1 stop. I think it's a stretch. I think a 1 stop is not easy. Bottas is not boxing. Let's hope he boxes next lap. Ricardo's boxing. I think Hamilton will box this lap. Bottas will box the next lap. Held up, did we? What happened there? Don't know what happened there. Maybe I'll release it a little bit early. Uh-oh. Half the field isn't boxing, chat. Half the field is not boxing.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
We might have to go and get this back. We're still in P8, even after we boxed, and none of the rest of them haven't. We're not that far back. We can rescue this. We can probably still beat Hamilton, even if with one of the few still 1 stop. 2 stops, sorry. Let's see what happens. But at the moment, not everybody is 2 stopping. I expected half the field to come in there. They did not. Both McLaren stayed out. A fair chunk of cars came in. Let's see if anyone else boxes this lap. Horribly deep. Obviously, it means we can attack a lot more. We're going to have much fresher tyres than them now. 3.3 seconds at the moment. So Norris ahead. Let's see how quickly that comes down. Of course, Norris is not a Mercedes. They do feel better. They turn in a bit nicer. They've just got better grip, these tyres. It's the rears in particular that were really strong. Yeah, I can push. How's that not warning? I can push a lot more now through that sector. We're now down to 2.5, 8 tenths in that one sector alone. There's a purple sector straight away. This feels like the right strategy. But if you're AI and you are inherently traction control, maybe you can do a 1 stop, make it work. Bottas does not box. Bottas is doing a 1 stop. We're on a 2 stop. We now need to go and get this win. We need to not get held up by traffic, push like mad. McLaren's. Neither McLaren's doing it. Everyone ahead now. I'm pretty sure everyone ahead is on a one stop. Even our teammate, which is unusual. Right. That's just put some fire in this race, hasn't it? We now need to maximise what we can. Bit of a track limits adjustment, bit of an oversteer moment. Bit of both there. Look how much quicker we are, though, than Norris. We did a purple middle sector on our outlap. We've got some good pace. We just need to use it. Even with that pretty average first sector, we're still a tenth and a bit up. I think this is still the right strategy. We'll see, though. We will see how this plays out. Again, we need to not get held up by these guys. They'll be boxing in a couple of laps, but I can't wait a couple of laps. I need to not get held up by them. Every second is going to be crucial in this race now. Several adjustments there. Trying to make sure I maximise the corner and didn't get a corner cut warning. 4 tenths up on our best. Got some good pace, but nobody else. Everyone ahead is on a one stop. They're on worn tyres. I think I've got enough pace that I won't need to overtake these guys on track. I will need to overtake Bottas on track, though. Hamilton, he's our main championship rival, look. We've almost beat it by a whole pit stop already, so... Oh! Trying to get the exit there to see if we can get Norris here. That is the fastest lap of the race by 4 tenths, even though we had traffic. Long way to Bottas now, though. Come on, let's try and get Norris. We just can't get there. These high wings, although it's given us good straight line, or good... Couldn't quite do it. Although it's given us good speed overall, that's a warning. That's a silly warning. Oh, so slow, Norris. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Norris. Come on, I've got to send it here. I have to send it. Nice and clean. Really clean, that. But we're being held up here. Make no mistake about that. This could be crucial. This could cost us the win here if we get too held up. They'll probably box. Still another 3 laps, still their box. Visibility not good. Let's not get another penalty either. That could be very crucial come the end. Give them the curbs a wide berth here. Well, I've got low visibility. Bit of dirty air. Come on. This is a championship rival, don't forget. Practically pushing him through here, but we haven't got the grip to... We haven't got the traction to get up alongside him. Overtake him through there. This is slowing us down, though. Look how much slow this lap's going to be. That last lap, 9 tenths. We just lost 9 tenths to what we can do on that last lap. I need to get Hamilton here, but I just can't. We're not quick enough in a straight line. Right, let's be a bit creative into here then. Not really close enough. Whew! Bit of braille passing on our championship rival there. Didn't mean to get my wing caught on him, that's for sure. Luckily, no damage. That was a fair bit of contact. We take it anyway. We take it and run. Bit of a controversial one, that one, chat. I'm not going to lie to you. They're so slow through that middle corner, though. I just had to try something. Try and get past these guys. Otherwise, we're just going to be in a lonely P2. I suspect. Okay, weather's eased off. Surely it's not going to dry up. Wasn't forecast to. How's that not a warning? So lucky. Right, let's try and get signs ASAP then. We are still being quite heavily held up by these guys. There's a yellow flag there. One of the Williams is retiring. Is that going to be a full safety car? That could help. Luckily, Bottas just passed the pits. It's nothing. No safety car. Probably would have happened by now. I'm not going to get signs down this straight. I'll do my best to be as close to them as I can be. Let's see if we can make that that overtake we tried on Hamilton, but do a bit cleaner this time. Still a fair chunk way back. No way to send it into here. We're just too slow in a straight line, but... Oh, yellow flag, of course. Are we going to get done over by that? We're a bit wider. Look how slow they are, but we can't get there. We're a bit wider that time. Didn't have the right line to do it. Now it's yellow flag. If we can get past him. Nah, we're too far back. We should have held back a little bit. This is costing us. This is costing us seconds in this race. Can we get the cut back? can indeed. Very deep there, but I wanted to make it a bit cleaner. Move done. Up to P4 then. A little bit of free track. They should box next lap, so we shouldn't have to overtake the Racing Point up ahead. He should just get out of the way for us next lap, I reckon. Although, of course, both teammates have to box, so maybe he won't. Let's just have some pace now. Let's push. 20%. We're doing better on the rears. Even though we're pushing quite hard. We are doing better on the rears than in the first stint. Ooh, did the curb wrong there. Push me wide. I would say P2 is still guaranteed in this race. Ricardo, who was in P3 before we boxed, is also on a 2-stop like us. Look how far away though. Bottas is the whole straight away. The entire straight. That traffic might have just cost us a chance, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, we've got our teammate and a Racing Point to get. Yeah, oh god, that's a bit late braking, we got away with it. Finally take a good line through there. Oh, put the overtake mode on a little bit early. Hopefully Perez boxes this lap. There you go. Purple first sector. 2/10 up on our current best. That is what we can do when we're not being held up. And we're still going to get held up this lap. Even though Perez is probably going to box this lap and get out of our way, we're still going to be held up in the meantime. Through the middle sector. I thought most the AI would box. That's why I went for a 2-stop. If I knew most of them would go for 1-stop, I might have risked it a bit more. At the moment, it's all on us here to have good pace and see if we can make the 2-stop work. That was nice through there. That could be another purple sector. It's not purple, but it is still quite significantly up. Perez, though, is going to get in the way a little bit in this final sector. Please box this lap, Perez. He is going to box. He's very slow. Okay, they start to box. Bottas doesn't box, interestingly. Bottas stays out for another lap. That must mean Hamilton's boxing. We do a fastest lap of the race despite the traffic. Hamilton does indeed box. Okay, 16 seconds it is then to Bottas. 16 seconds still. That would be, I think we lost easy 5 seconds there in that traffic. Now a safety car, of course, could completely flip this race on its head. Don't forget, we've also got that 3-second penalty. So that's our engineer, how we're getting on. Our last lap relative to Bottas.
Last lap was a 1:27.9. You're gaining by 1.6 seconds a lap.
1.6 seconds. Once we could get a clean lap, we gained 1.6. It's a bit deep on Bottas. That is huge. But he is still 15 seconds now. He was 16 at the start of this lap. We've only got 17 laps. That's theoretically enough, but don't forget he's about to box for a brand new set of inters. He might be quicker than us for a couple of laps. 1.6 seconds quicker though. That is huge. We need to hope, but is he going to get some traffic maybe? Will he get stuck behind a 2-stopper? Seems unlikely, but he might do. Let's keep an eye on it. He's in the box now. It's another fastest lap of the race for us. Not by a lot, but it's still quick. Okay, the McLaren behind boxes as well. The Renault doesn't. No, but he's going to be ahead. Look at Bottas. He's getting a perfectly clean run. He's going to get no traffic whatsoever. He's got a brand new set of inters on him now. We've got a wearing set of inters, although we are boxing in just 4 laps. We need to now be quicker. We need to still be quite significantly quicker at this phase. We can't afford for him to be quicker than us, even for those 4 laps. Come on. 6 seconds only. So, because of that traffic, we only gained 7 seconds across those last 7 or 8 laps. And bearing in mind, we could have been 1.6 seconds quicker. That is nothing. We gained less than a second a lap. We could have been gaining way more than that. Wow, okay. We shouldn't get any traffic there the next time we box. We shouldn't get any traffic. Oh, that's a bit wide. Got away with it. Now it's just going to be all about pace. Can we have the pace to get Bottas 6.6 now? I think that's gone up, hasn't it? Now 6.4, but I think that's gone up, hasn't it? It was 6 seconds exactly, wasn't it, at the start of that sector? If we can still be half a second quicker, even while we got worn tyres, another fastest lap of the race by us. We're on it. We are on it. Come on. 6.6. Nice. Our best first sector of the race. By some margin, I'd say. Should be probably a couple of tenths up on our previous, even though that was a fast lap of the race. There it is. 2.5 tenths up just by nailing those curbs. This is what we need. 7.6. We've got the pace today. Is the two-stop going to work for us? Bear in mind that both Renaults are going to be... Oh, God, that's horribly deep. Both Renaults are going to be boxing again. Our teammate won't. Let's hope we can come out ahead of our teammate. We don't need to bother overtaking him then. Still 2 cents up. Wasn't a great middle sector, but still did the business. Bit deep. Another fast lap of the race. 3 tenths up. We're a second a lap quicker still than Bottas. A second a lap. Is this going to be enough? I've got no idea right now. All I know is I'm driving my damn heart out. I would love to get this win. Make the championship a lot more likely if we can. Another good first sector. Probably not quite as good, but not far off. Wow, 3 tenths off actually, it turns out. Shows how good that last first sector was. That fast lap may even stand to the end. Because they're not going to have fresh tyres to be able to do it with. Better line through there. Just hit my apex for once. That's a nice little treat for us. Oh, that was nice. That's my best middle sector of the race. Oh, apart from the oversteer on the exit, but we ignore that. There you go. Gained a couple of tenths even on my purple lap. Boxing in probably 2 laps. Might still be a purple. That's a very good final sector as well. Oh. Rain lightening up. 10 to 15 minutes. It shouldn't make a difference. Shouldn't make a difference. I want to know where we're going to come out. I'll check that in a second. Got some good pace over our teammate. He's 21 seconds back now. back. Game records at the moment. We come back out in P4 ahead of our teammate. That could be crucial. 1 less car to overtake. Our teammate will not be boxing again, but the 2 Renaults will. So I'm not too worried about them. Got some good pace at the moment. Come on, let's keep this up. Keep this up. I'm sweating, but 30 laps still to go. We're only just about 2/3 way through this race. I'd love to take this win. Come on. Where's Hamilton? Hamilton is still in traffic. Hamilton's still in traffic. He's not going to be scoring good points today, although he may beat... Oh, that's horribly deep. He may beat the 2 stoppers. It's unfortunate. Another free couple of positions for him if he does. Right. Tell you what. I'm staying out until the Renaults are boxed. Till the first Renault's boxed. I've still got good pace, and if I get stuck behind a car, even though I'll have fresher tyres, I'll be slower. One of them will box this lap that I'm on now. The other one will box a lap after. I don't want to be caught behind either. I think we're going to be ahead of our teammate after we come out the pits. Check the tyre wear. Yeah, still fine. 50% wear, and obviously any lap we go longer now is a lap we have to do less at the end. So we'll have fresher tyres at the end of the race. 10 seconds now to Bottas. We've gained about 4 seconds or so on him since he came out of the pits, and we're about to box with fresher tyres. Will be a fair chunk faster, you'd assume. Is this win on? I've got no idea. We also need to get that 3-second penalty, don't forget. So we should not just beat him, we need to beat him by at least 3 seconds. You can see I'm a lot more comfortable flirting with track limits when I'm a bit more well practiced, but I didn't practice in the wet, I practiced in the dry. That's another purple motor sector. We're 2 tenths up on our best somehow. We have still got a good pace, although we will be faster on fresher tyres. That won't matter if we're in traffic. Bit deep there. Another fastest lap of the race. A 25.6. Come on! I'm going to box next lap. Hopefully one of the Renault's boxes this lap. And we can box the lap after that. One of the Renault's does indeed box. So the other Renault will box this lap. We won't get any traffic, provided we come out ahead of our teammate. Which we should do. 23 seconds now. We should do. By the way, our teammate's on for a podium. Where was that form earlier in the season when we needed it, Charles? We forget about the Constructors now. We were originally going for the Constructors Championship. That is not going to happen. Charles' form was not enough. In fact, Mercedes have already won the Constructors Championship. We're mathematically out of it. It's all about the drivers, which we can definitely still, and especially if we can win this race. Let me tell Jeff and boxing this lap. "11 seconds in the end."
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Get weather report while I'm in the pits. Will I? Can I? Get one soon. But at the moment, it's nowhere near. Bit worried then. Thought I was going a little bit deep. 57% on the rears. I think we'd have struggled to make a one-stop work. I'm happy with our choice. Now, what is the gap going to be to Bottas? He's coming past us now, but we have to sit a pit lane limiter speed. He's got 1 tyres. We've got brand spanking new tyres. 0% wear all around. That gap is getting alarmingly big. Our teammate is just coming around the final corner now. We could do being ahead of him. A little bit less traffic. We are going to be ahead of him. Not by much. In fact, if we boxed 1 lap earlier, it would have been, well, closer. Right, 10 seconds it is. 10 seconds it is. I make that about 6 seconds then we made on him in that last stint. 10 seconds in 10 laps. We need to be a second lap quicker. We also need to get 3 seconds. We need 13 seconds in 10 laps. That's quite a big ass, but his tyres will be pretty worn. We got brand new ones. We were 1.6 seconds quicker than him when we had fresh tyres last time and he had worn tyres. We need some more of that now. We need to be about 1.6 seconds quicker, I'd say. Something like that. We need to have real clean laps. Every second is going to count here. Oh, a little bit deep. Rears are a lot better. It's the rears that make a big difference when I swap them. Another purple sector. We're getting that immediate gain again from brand new tyres. Let's go and get him. This should also guarantee a fastest lap of the race point, hopefully, as we're going for the 2-stop. Not this lap, of course, but we should have a fastest lap that no one will be able to beat. We've got good pace. We've got fresh tyres. Oh, God. Really messy exit. 2 purple sectors, though, despite the messy exit. 1.5 seconds gained. Even though that was our out lap. This is going to be close, chat. I think, providing we keep up this pace, it's going to be down to how quickly we can get past him. We should probably have the pace to be able to get him and get the penalty gap, but we need to get him as quickly as possible. This is going to be close. Purple first sector by 1/10.5. Not insignificant. Come on. Come on. Little adjustment there to make sure I didn't go off track. Good sector. Is it purple? It is. We've run out of ERS now though.
Mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
This should be the fastest lap of the race, if I don't completely mess up the final sector. No ERS to use, but it shouldn't matter. There you go. Every single sector was purple. The fastest of the race in every single sector. Only 6.4 seconds now. How much did we get in that last lap? I lost count.
That's ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 6.4 seconds. They're on old inters. Their tyres are 7
A
laps.
second quicker than our previous best, by the way.
Was a 1 minute 26.9.
He did 26.9. We did... Is that right? We just gained 2.2 seconds? I don't know if we can keep up that pace every lap, but if we can, that should be more than enough. But again, only 8 laps left. It's still close. We need that sort of pace over him. Again, it's going to come down to how quickly we can get past him. Very close to a couple of warnings there. Obviously, if we get another penalty, that's pretty much it. Race over. We need to not have a safety car now, by the way. Safety car will kill our chances in this race, probably. We won't have enough time to make the gap if we get a safety car now, I don't think. So oddly, normally we're praying for a safety car. This race, we are not. So we did a 26.9 last lap. Let's see what this lap's going to be from him.
Rain is getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Still at a 25.1, not bad.
Pass is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 4.
Hamilton still only in 6th.
Old inters. Their tyres are 8 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:27.0. You're taking 1.8 seconds out.
1.8 that last lap, despite not being as good a lap.
Behind is 8.1.
Not good corner. Had a good final turn at least of that section. We might run out of time, you know. It's a lot of time in a short amount of time. It's going to be close. Without our penalty, I'd feel pretty confident. We still need to do the business, but this is why we need to stop getting penalties. We get them consistently, and they often affect our results. We've already lost one race win because of it. Are we about to lose another?
Let's use overtake and
Wouldn't have thought anyone can beat that fastest lap, by the way. That should be the extra point, which is going to help. Car feels good now. It's quite empty of fuel.
some information on Norris. They have an issue with their car.
Okay, Loris got an issue, but he's not out. He's not going to be out of this race, so that's not going to be any kind of safety car risk. He's behind Hamilton anyway. That's not going to make any difference to our race or our championship. Purple final sector. That's more like it. Only a 10th off our best. How fast was Bottas's last lap?
It is 2
We said 24.8.
seconds. They're on old inters. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 27.0. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap.
2 seconds on that last lap. That's more like it. That might be enough. It's still going to be close. We've theoretically got enough time. If we can get past him within a lap, I would say, we've probably got enough time to do it, but it is going to be close. Oh my god. We're pretty much on him now. We should be able to be right on him by the end of this lap. And there are no more penalties though. Another penalty that kills the race. So we also need to be kind of cautious while also kind of pushing. bit of a weird situation. Only 1.1 now. We need to get him ASAP. At the moment, he's not cost us any time, really, but he will start to very, very soon. We'll start to get the dirty yet. I'd love to get him in the first chicane, but I think we're going to be just too far back to do that. Dirty air's already starting to pick up. Definitely a harder final sector than I have been. Less downforce, dirty air. Good exit there. Really nice exit. Okay, only half a second off. We didn't lose too much time there, but we are going to start to now. We're not going to be able to get him in his first chicane. Maybe we can get the exit on him, but we are still 8 tenths back. Oh, a bit of slight swapper on the middle there. Too far back. Can we get the switch back on him? We need to get him this lap. We've only got 5 laps left. We need to pull that 3-second gap. It should be enough, but don't forget our tyres will start to fade. More than his. Can we get the switch back now? Just too far back. Another metre and we'd have been there. That would have been too much of a send. It would have been too much. I could have got through, but it would have been a bit over the limit in my opinion. I want to make what I consider a clean pass as well as a pass. Oh, dirty air now. Those really starting to kick in. Let's stick as close as we can to him. Oh, dirty air. Right, we have to get him now. We have to get him. We're not going to get him down the main straight, but we have to get him in the next half lap. That might be race over. We're already on lap 32 or 36. We need to pull a 3-second gap. Good exit there. We're closer. We're going to get some slipstream, but I don't think we could do it in a straight line. Just got too much wing on.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Bit of an inside lock there. We've gone a little bit deep. It's very slow for here. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Come on! I eased off the power, the brakes there. I had to make sure I got him. We got him up to P1. We now need to pull a 3-second gap. How have we got the pace to do that? I don't know. The tyres are starting to wear. No dirty at the moment, but of course we have got that lapped car up ahead, which may make a difference. 1.4 already. He lost quite a bit of time there in the overtake. We compromised him. We only need 1.5 seconds now. We should be able to do this, but we need to keep it clean and do the laps. We've still got 4 laps after this one. Is that right? I think so. I'd say it's now more about keeping it clean. It's about doing respectable lap times, somewhat similar to what we did before, and keeping it clean. So if we get another penalty, that's it. He's still only 1.6 though. Let's hope Giovinazzi gets out of the way sooner rather than later. I don't want more traffic. Oh, God. Big snap overs to there. Lost a second that lap, but we made an overtake. 2 seconds now. We only need another second. 4 laps, including this one. We only need another second. He's now saving up his ERS, I believe. He's now saving up his ERS for a fastest lap push at the end. So he will be faster at the end. So even if we get over 3 seconds, we need to make sure it's comfortably over 3 seconds. Out of the way, Giovinazzi. Back off, please. Back off, please. Okay, he does eventually. Right, he let me through fairly easily there. Did I just get hit? Don't think so. I think I hit the curb. 3 seconds. There it is. That's the golden time. This should be fine. Even though he's going to save up his ERS for the fastest lap push at the end, it should still be okay. We should have enough time in hand. We just need to keep it clean now. If we can keep it clean, I think we've only had 1 warning. 1 more. It's fine. Oh, God. See, when I talk about it, I go closer to it. I don't know why. 1 warning will be fine. 1 more, I think, will be fine. Not 100%. Then the one after that will give us a penalty, which will probably take the win off us. I don't want to risk that. We've had good pace today. We deserve this win. We risked it with a setup. We took it easy in qualifying to make sure of our top 5 start. We need this win today. Has he got some traffic there? No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't got any traffic. Well, he has, but I don't think it's going to get past him down this straight, so it's probably not going to compromise him. 3.8 seconds now. Remember, though, he will start pushing the last 2 laps. So at the moment, he's saving up ERS. So he will be a bit quicker than that. But that should still be enough. So I don't expect he'll be quicker than us, even though he will be quicker. I don't think he'll be quicker than us. What's our tyres doing? Should we get weather report as well? 30, that's fine, they're fine. Weather report.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Inters look like the best.
Okay, it's going to continue raining. It's not going to stop. That's not going to change anything. 4.7 now. He must have got held up in the traffic. We might even have enough for an extra penalty come the end. I'm not obviously going to risk that. He's still behind the traffic, in fact. He's still behind the traffic. 5.1. Oh, God. What's that? We haven't had that oversteer so far this race. Is that me losing concentration? It probably is. Make sure I stay concentrated. We still got this race to win. It's easy to make a mistake here and end up in the wall. He's still behind the traffic. Giovinazzi is doing us absolute wonders. I think I owe him a tenner after this race. Although I don't think it would have mattered. He's made it a lot easier on us. 5-second gap now. He's ahead of him now. 5.4. 5.4 seconds. We only need another half a second and we can get a whole other penalty and still be fine. This should be in the bag. I don't want to risk another penalty, but this should be in the bag. There is a bit of traffic up ahead. We will probably reach that, to be honest. We have got some serious pace. That's the dream line. Clipping all those curbs just right. See, a bit of wheel spin on the exit though. These tyres are just a bit second hand now. That is a purple. I would go for the fastest lap, but I think we're going to get this traffic too early. And our current lap should be enough anyway. I'll try for it, but I'm also not going to take any risks with the track limits. It's not worth it. We have now got 6.6 seconds though to Bottas. Yeah, we're going to get traffic this lap anyway. Won't matter. Oh, bit on the limit there. Was quite nice. A little bit wide there. It's quite nice up to that point. Could still be purple, potentially. No, lost time there. So now we're going to get traffic for the last lap. 7.3 seconds, but this traffic, surely it's not going to cost us 4 seconds in a lap. Although we could well lose a wing here. This is not over yet. It should be, but the traffic has come at just the wrong time. 7.5 seconds now. I don't... Look, the traffic could easily push me into an off-track. Then I've only got a 1.5 seconds leeway. And I could easily lose a 1.5 seconds behind this traffic. So, let's pay attention here. Of course, we now get the mist as well. The spray. Gazzy should back off now. Come on, back off. Right, that's one car cleanly dealt with. Got Kevin Magnussen up next. 8.2. This is fine for now. This is absolutely fine. This is absolutely fine. I'm so sweaty. I can't wait to... You see what I mean? That was so close. I had to slam on the brakes when I should have been on the power then. Oh my god. Luckily that should create enough gap. But we did just lose a second in that. Luckily we didn't lose any of our wing. We didn't go off track. But that could have been disastrous. If we had big wing damage there, if we didn't react quick enough, if I looked at chat or something, didn't react quick enough, lost most of our wing, we could have easily lost that win from Magnussen. A lapped car, but as it is, we've just got 2 more corners to navigate, 7.8 seconds when we only needed 3. The 2-stop strategy was absolutely the right strategy for us today. We come across the line to take a win. Let's go. Let's go.
What a little start.
What a little start. What a race. Oh my god. Hopefully you enjoyed that one, guys. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, F1 McLaren fan. I was half trying to read it, and then that's when Magnussen almost took us out. If you would have had merch, I'd buy it. I appreciate that. I'm a little way off having merch for now. We'll see what happens in the future, but no plans at the moment. But I appreciate that, and I appreciate the 45... Is that Swedish? Corona or something? I'm not too sure. Anyway, guys... Oh, what a race. I was so sweaty. I was so sweaty. I can't believe we made that work so successfully. We had good pace today. We did an extra stop compared to Bottas. A whole extra stop. I thought we were in trouble there with a bit of traffic. The Schumi jump.
What a little start.
What a little star. Let's go.
Get in there, Lewis.
Get in there, Lewis.
That was a smooth operator.
Smooth operator. Yes, let's go. What a race. What a race. Oh, guys, if you enjoyed that one and you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. Surely, if you're not subscribed and you just witnessed that race, surely, of all races, that one deserves a sub. Leclerc also got another podium. P3 for him. First and third for us. Shame we're already out of the constructors. Hamilton ended up P6 in the end. He was just stuck in that traffic the whole race. And he was lucky that both Renaults, or at least Ricciardo, put himself behind them by doing a 2-stop. But let's go. Well, what does that do to the championship? We're now leading only by 3 points. I thought it'd be more. I'm not going to lie to you. We were 15 points behind. We only just gained 18 points with the fastest lap point. 3 points in the lead. So if we didn't win that race, we wouldn't be in the lead of the championship right now. We'd be 4 points behind. Instead, we're in the lead by 3 points only. There's only 2 races left in this season. Next race, guys, will be next Tuesday at 7 PM UK time. Same place, same time next week. It'll be Brazil, and then we'll go to Abu Dhabi for the finale. This is going down to the wire. Theoretically, I can win it next race if Hamilton retires and I get a win, but we'll see. I think I need to win the next race because I don't know how well I'm going to go at Abu Dhabi. Constructors, as I said, Mercedes are already winning it, unfortunately, but that seals us P2 in the championship. So that's done. That is a good job from us. Oh, what a race. Let's have it again.
That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation.
What a little start.
What a little star. Let's go. James Scott says, in my team, you won the title at this circuit, did I? So, well, I mean, it's going down the wire to the wire more so on this one. That's for damn sure. Oh, anyway, guys, I'm just going to quickly go through the interviews. There's no Doggo tonight because Doggo is not here. Doggo is with my girlfriend getting a haircut. And as I said at the start of stream, I am moving house, hence the boxes behind me. But that shouldn't interrupt streams. It will interrupt videos. There'll be no videos until at least next week. But as I said, same time, same place next week for the next episode of this one. Right. What I quite want to do, I'm going to do chassis upgrades, I think. I don't know. What am I going to do? Whatever. That's durability. Didn't want that. Oh. Yes, Alex's next career mode episode will be in his new house. It will. And hopefully I will have our all-new setup. Hopefully, the next time you see me on this channel, I will have a completely new setup and it'll be looking beautiful and being better in every way. Hopefully, I've done a lot of work. Even though I'm trying to move house, I've also done a lot of work on making sure my setup is ready for Tuesday night for my first stream, my first content created in the house. Moving on Friday, I've only got the weekend plus Monday and Tuesday daytime to get it done. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh.
What a little start. What a
That was a smooth
do it again.
operator. Smooth operation.
Little remix.
That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation.
I don't know what we're doing anymore. I don't know what we're going for. Oh, stop asking questions. Whatever. Surely that's the last one. Ah, thank God for that. Get in there, Schumacher. Exactly. I haven't got a shoe. I need to get a Schumacher. I mean, this is.
What a little start.
That's Ross Brawn to Michael Schumacher, but
What a little start. Pole position.
it's technically a pole position celebration. Well done, Michael. Fantastic. Let's have it one more time.
That was a smooth operator.
One more time.
Smooth operation.
What a race. Hopefully you enjoyed that one, guys. Thank you very much for joining me on that one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, what a race. Next time out, Brazil. 3 points in the leader championship. We need to try and win the next race as well, I would say. We should have a couple of updates for that race. We may well have the fastest car come that race. We're not far off at the moment. We've got 2 upgrades that should both be on the car come the next race. So major updates. They should help us. We should have the fastest car. Is that going to help us to a Michael Schumacher 8th World Championship? Fingers crossed. Anyway, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. As I said, you will next see me in my brand new house. It's a little, I mean, yeah, this isn't even, that's just sort of half of it. Next time will be my brand new house. So see me next time, this same place next week. Enjoy the Styrian Grand Prix in the meantime. I should be hopefully streaming after the race with hopefully Raggy on Sunday night to do a top 5 talking points like I normally do. But obviously pending having internet and actually having a computer that's plugged in at the time. But anyway, guys, show standings, please. I'll show the standings again. Yep, there you go. There you go. I'll also show you that quickly. There you go. There you go. That's the standings. 3 points in the lead. Constructors has already gone. We cemented P2 with that race, though. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation. Catching Lewis.
What a little start. Pole
Get in there, Lewis.